Press your way right on in. Press your way right on in. You all on this Friday afternoon, for those that's been following me, I thank you. Those that come and watch the content, I thank you. But you all, can I talk to you all today about some things that I know not only happens to me, it's not just happening with me, but it's happening with a lot of people in the world today. And I want to talk to you about being a caregiver. Not a caregiver as much as being, you're a parent already. That's part of a caregiver. But caregiving when you're seeing about other loved ones within that group. Can I talk to you a minute? Can I talk to those that are genuine caregivers or those that have already been caregivers? Can I talk to you for a minute? This life that we live, it's going to come with many circumstances. It's going to come with a lot of decision making. And it also comes with accountability. You ever heard someone say some situations you put yourself in, and some situations that you put yourself in, you don't put yourself in it per se as intruding yourself, but you find yourself in those situations because it's what your heart does. It's because of the heart that you carry. The heart that you carry is one of the fruits of the Spirit, and that's love. God asks us to love everyone and love them accordingly. But as a caregiver, you're loving, you're providing, you're praying, you're doing the best that you can. But let me tell you something. Even the caregivers get weak. Even the caregivers break down. Even the caregivers need someone they need to vent to. Yes, a therapist. Yes, you got God. But as a caregiver, when you're providing care for a loved one, that is a challenging job. It's a challenging job. And you all, today I came on because it's out of frustration at this moment. And not everything is meant for content, but it's how you put it out when it turns to be content. Not everything is meant for content, but it's how you put it out that turns it into content. What are you saying, Scriptoria? As a caregiver, first it comes with learning to have patience for the person that you're caring for. That's the first thing with being a caregiver. Two, it comes with listening. And in three, it comes with having a heart to care and nurture for that person you're caring for. And it's going to come with decisions making. When I say decisions, you got decisions here for yourself and your pathway in life and your life set ahead of you. And you got decisions that you're making for the person that you're caring for, whether it be your mother, your siblings, your aunt, your grandmother. Either way it goes, caregiving is a job. It's a task that gets to be challenging at times, you all. But God. And in the midst of caregiving, it gets to a point in life where, let me just be honest with you all about myself. I am a single parent. I'm a proud single parent of a daughter that next month makes a year that was in an accident that resulted in her being paralyzed. But by God's grace, she's up and walking today. But by God's grace, she's on her feet. By my fasting, praying, and supplication, by me believing in my oil, by me calling on the mothers of the church and the elders of the church, by me staying on the wall. But you all, in the midst of that, in September of last year, my mom was diagnosed with a condition. When she was diagnosed with this condition, it required some immediate care. But I also got to remember, when I was in Jacksonville with my daughter, I told God, when she first told me about the condition, I'm the baby. Hear me out. I'm the baby girl of 6 children, 6 siblings, 6. I'm the baby of 6 siblings. Hear me out. When she called me and told me about it in September, I did say to God, Lord, let me get my daughter as good as I can get in your will, to get her back home to continue therapy so I can start with mama. And God did just that. Fast forward, you all, as a single parent, The only dark child that has incurred a situation like this here, let's just be honest. I'm the sixth one of six siblings. Two of them you can't count. My brother Luke has a development delay. One brother is out with his dad because of his behavior. And let's just be honest, things of the nature of the streets. But I thank God that he's healed and he's where he's not incarcerated in a mental facility or a prison. As I'm the caregiver for my mom, and it's been like this for years, I not only provide to make sure her necessities are met each month with her bills and her health. I also have my brother that I have to take to and from appointments. Thank you all for joining and press your way right on in. I have to take my brother that's development delayed, that's right up under me, to his appointments, make sure that he has his medication, labs, and all this done in order, you all. If you follow me on the channel, I cook for my mom because of her blood pressure. Well, throughout this here, you all, hear me out when I tell you this. Again, I'm a single parent of a child that's a senior this year that's finna cross this stage. I'm the daughter of six siblings, the baby of six siblings. That's me taking care of this. In the midst of me coming back home, God blessed me with a job that paid real good. Let's just be honest. It paid real good. But guess what the topic of the job was? It was caregiving. It was going in the home, sitting down with patients. Some you may have to rotate, bathe, put on bed line and change them, cook for them, clean up, whatever. It was a job. And I liked what I do because I was doing it for God had equipped me with it before the job to start doing it with my daughter, 1 and 2. He equipped me with it to start doing it for my mom. And then thirdly, God gave me this job with this lady. I had no experience of this here prior to seeing about my daughter. I had no experience. So as I'm saying about my patients, my mom has been diagnosed with this condition, you all, that required stages of care. Stages of care, what do you mean, Scriptoria? This means that I'm telling you that on some days, mom may have to go do labs. And she has to go immediate to treatment. Okay, but she got to go do these labs and go straight to immediate treatment. My hours of work with these patients that are in the community that need help, wasn't asking for help for 2 hours a day. They was asking for help more like 3 or 4 hours, but the hours wasn't coinciding with me being able to provide the care and get my mom to her appointments. But again, hear me out when I tell you this. Hear me out. I'm the child of 6. It's 5 other of them, but you can't count 2 of those boys. But it's other siblings around here. So you know the situation that I'm facing. You know that my daughter was once paralyzed, backwards and forth to Jacksonville. You know I still got treatment here with my baby. And you know mama still got treatment, but where's the help? Make it make sense. But even the caregivers get tired. Even the caregivers get weak. But God. So in the midst of me having to make sure each week, this ain't a daily visit, you all. This ain't a 1 a week hitter. This 5 days a week. My supervisor was not nasty with me. She was not. She understood some days I was late to my patients. Some days she would allow me to stay late with them patients because she knew I had to go back and see about my mom. So you don't think them siblings knew already what I'm facing? You don't think they already knew what I'm facing? You would think that one of them would stand up and say, glory be to God, I'll help you. You go ahead and go to work because one of them is an entrepreneur, self-made. Yeah, let's just be honest. One of them is an entrepreneur. He's self-made. One work, the other one work. It's not an excuse that you don't have transportation. Because if you ain't got transportation to get the mama, you got transportation to get every damn where else you want to be. Everywhere else you want to be. But you only get one mama. You only get one. That's all you get. That's all you get is one. So what are you waiting for? To see me get to the breaking point and I give up? Excuse the ashiness. And I give up? But remember, I'm the baby. I'm the baby of 6. You can't count 2 of those boys. So at this point, my job gives me a piece of paper. And what does that paper say? She has to let me go. So I'm back now on 4 or 5 different platforms delivering with a senior finna walk this stage. But by God, with a senior finna walk this stage that once in the ICU said out of her mouth, manifest out of her mouth in front of my sister and her daddy, I'm gonna cross that stage. You think one of them picked up the phone and said, hey, let me just offer you this to help? You can't never say, Shauna, sorry. You can't never say that because, baby, I run 4 platforms a day. I run 4 platforms a day delivering. Yes, I do. Besides me being retired as a from law enforcement from being injured in the line of duty, you can't say I'm sorry. Anything I done or do for you, you pay me. Yes, I work for it. Because I don't never want you to feel I'm a handout. But when it comes to mama, you don't feel I need help? You don't feel that you can do better? Instead of giving me excuses, give yourself solutions. Give her flowers while she here. I don't ask for much. I ain't asking for it. You'll get on every one of my social medias. You even got one. Let's just be honest. He'll do his best to halt the views on YouTube. Because you're trying to pin whether or not I'm getting paid. You'll halt the views on TikTok. I know you got something to do with the internet. But I don't do it out of payment. That's not what I do it for. I don't do it out of payment. The information that I provide, the scriptures that I provide, the growth that I give on my channel is so that you will witness what God is doing in my life and through me by my blessings, and you will want to get a fellowship with him yourself. But instead, if mom suffered with high blood pressure, y'all, make it make sense. When my mom first started this treatment, my brother, let's just be honest, he's dating a woman. She would go and take mom to her appointments. Let's just be honest. She take her to appointments, but then he suddenly comes up and say this here. If I can't see the documentation of what they treating you on, then I'm not taking you to your appointments anymore. Who in the hell are you to challenge your mama on her medical? You're not in her body physically. You don't know what her body's feeling. She have not told you, but the words out of your mouth was, I'm not going to take her no more until I get medical documentation. She gave birth to you. Let's remember, you didn't give birth to her. She gave birth to you. But you said to your mom, I'm not taking you to no other appointments. You know why? Because that was an excuse. Because you didn't want to do it. But yet you see your sister, your baby sister, over here already dealing with something with her child, her household, got a job where she got to work, but everybody else got something to do throughout the day. Yeah, they're working, but it's also called paid time off. It's also put in a leave of absence. It's also, I'll work till 12 and go take mom this day. That do exist. That do exist. But it's all as if your heart want to do it. It got to be within heart, but instead you'll sit back and watch. You'll sit back and watch me struggle and juggle in between each one while you getting to talk about it. Or you try to make it harder by not offering any help. Next, the blood pressure. The people mom already suffer with high blood pressure. Let's just be honest. High blood pressure is something that runs in our family. And let me calm myself down while I'm telling you this testimony. I take my mom to the doctor. Her blood pressure is 180/90. You know why? Yes, she loves soup. Yes, she do. Yes, Lord, she loves soup. But you give a person of age food in moderation. You hear me? The elderly gets it in moderation. I'm not frying food for her every single day. I'm not using salt every single day. If you got money to go out and buy salty KFC boxes and take it to her, why not go to Publix and get a rotisserie chicken? Why not go over there to Boston Market? Why not cross over and go over here to Chicken Salad Chick and get a grilled chicken salad? Something that's going to lower it. But instead, you're going to give her something that's going to raise it in return that can either cause that heart to pump harder, which can lead to a heart attack or a stroke, which mama's already had. And then who's back at that hospital? Who's back at the hospital with her? Who's back walking that hallway? Who's back trying to keep in communication with the doctors? But who's back getting the calls to try to find out what's going on? You're calling me. But who put her in that situation? Yes, she's grown and she can ask for it, and yes, we honoring her wishes. But you also learn to honor your parents and your elderly as a caregiver. You learn to make the best judgment. That's why I said in the first part of this video, as a caregiver, it comes with circumstances, decisions, and accountability. Accountability and decision starts with you. Don't give it to her. But instead, I'm the one sitting in the office while the doctor's reading the blood pressure off. Where are they at? Make it make sense. And I'm sure a lot of them is going to see this and are going to be upset. But let's just be honest about it. It's nothing. If I feel the way I feel with the pressure of the world, and I have to cast my cares and go in that closet, I already got life situations coming at me and dealing with it. How far do you want to see me get to that breaking point? To the point where I'm not here with my child? Because if I'm dead now, I know you'll treat my child like a damn slave. It's no doubt about it. Because if you do it to me in my face while I'm living, imagine when my eyes are closed. And that's what I'm telling my daughter. Everything is content. If you look at the video, go on my Facebook page and look. It was a conversation me and my mom had prior to me realizing recording hadn't hit. She went back for a follow-up Wednesday. And I had already told her some things to do. Mom's a prayer warrior anyway. She got her own direct line with Jesus. Let me just be honest. She got her own direct line with Jesus. She's already a prayer warrior. So before I realized the phone was recording, you'll hear her say in the beginning of that video on Facebook, she says, I felt the warm spirit come over me and I knew everything was all right. See, when you blessed and you that generational curse breaker, you that black sheep of that family, everything that's in immediate contact with you is blessed. Everything in immediate contact with you is blessed. When you that black sheep of that family, I'm that black sheep. Yes, I am. I'm that black sheep. I'm that one of 6, the baby girl of 6. And you know that you that generational curse breaker, and you stand on that wall for your family, and they continue to apply that pressure, but by God's grace. But by God's grace. It's nothing else. Everything surrounded to you is blessed. Mama said it in her video. In the video, before she realized I was recording, she mentioned it. She said she felt that warm feeling. That's because the fellowship she has with Christ. That's because the prayers, the way you approach, when you approach in prayer, you approach as if you already got it. You don't go there with a skeptical mindset. You don't go there as if thinking it possibly can be done. You go there knowing it's going to be done. But you think they care about that? Not at all. Not at all. But it's enough of being quiet. And then when the things that go through the treatment that she's went through and she get the success points, mom would make a statement like this here. They told me don't let you put me on the internet. What the? But I'm the one that lost my job. I'm the one sacrificing time that I could be trying to get my daughter into the rehab center to get over here. I'm the one that got to take her back on run routes and delivery items all the way up until 10, 11 o'clock at night with just me, the dog, Chanel, and the pistol. You understand? But where are they at? Where are they at? They're home. Either with their husband or wife, let's just keep it a buck, wrapped up with their pillow and they covers and the TV jumping, sitting there with their man, sitting there with their friends. But where's me? I'm home. I'm just getting home. Everybody's already home. They day done ran. Everybody day is home. Everybody day is complete. They home. They resting. You know why? Because all of the burdens fell on me. But it also comes when I was talking to and praying to God. I said, Lord, it comes with accountability for me. I got to learn to put me first. It doesn't matter how my heart feels. I got to put this heart aside of being the caring person, trying to be the bigger person, trying to keep peace, trying to be everywhere like I'm an octopus with 8 legs. I got to put myself first. Even if it means I got to back down from my mom. Because it's not right. It's not right, you all. And I know without a shadow of a doubt, as many families out here in this society today facing this type of situation. But I'll be damned if I done lost my job out of 6, a lady gave a position I wasn't even equipped for. And God equipped me for it because he allowed it to happen to my daughter. And I was providing care and learning just by visually watching from the ICU in the rehab hospital, learning how to change and do techniques. Mind you, then my mom, and I love my mom dearly. I love her dearly. I'll do anything. I've had her neighbor tell me, I wish to have my daughter come by and see me and check on me each day like you. But if I keep carrying that load and I'm down in the ground, who wins? Who wins? I'm not winning. I'm not winning. They sit on something as simple as going by saying, I got one sister that'll go by there and say, hey, she'll call me and say, hey, I went and swept. Mama's house today. I went and vacuumed. Yeah, they'll go to the store here and there because mom does the lottery tickets to keep her mind. But it's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. And you know it's bigger than that. And then you sit in my face and then you want to smile at Kiki and laugh like everything is cool. Yeah, I put on that front, but I'm praying for you, especially my brother. You had the nerve to say to mom, until you see documentation, and I feel like it wasn't his words. I feel like it's the woman he dates words. Because who are you to have the nerve to challenge your mama on her health? Where in the hell does you get that power and authority in yourself to do this? To go challenge your mom on her health? She had you. You don't think for 1 minute that she don't know how her body feels? You don't think for 1 minute that she ain't already know what she's encountering, therefore she chose to go through this? You don't think she already know that? But it's the lack that you don't care. But I'm hereby to put you on notice. It's 2026 is not going to be that way. It's not. It's not. If you love her like you love her, then you'll show it. If you care for her like you care for her, you'll show it. But what ain't going to happen is I'm keep making the things comfortable for you all. And I'm the one over here in the rut. I'm not doing it. And it's not just because of this situation. It's been multiple situations that I chose not to open my mouth about. I chose not to go to the internet. I'm walking around like it's okay, and it's not. That's not okay. That's not okay to treat. That's not okay to do what you're doing. It's not. But it's not me that got to get you into heaven. It's not me that's judging you. I'm just saying how your actions, what I've experienced, led me to the result of today. That's what I'm talking about. And you can't tell me what I don't feel. You can't tell me what I haven't experienced, because I've been doing this not once, not two, not five, not six. I've looked in my book. I've been doing this for 13 years, with 2025 being the hardest. 2025 being the hardest. I've been doing this. I love my mom dearly, but she'll put so much accountability and weight on me when the rest of them act like it's justifiable that they don't have transportation. They're tired. They got to go home. They got to do this. Well, what about me? What about me? I don't matter. The fact I got one child that got a long-term healing journey ahead of her, it does not matter. It does not matter that you're feeding her stuff that's not going to be healthy in the long term for her. Versus I get in there and bake chicken. I get in there and make shrimp pasta. I get in there and do different techniques to try to keep her whole. That doesn't matter. It got to matter somewhere. It doesn't matter that you don't know how she's feeling at night. The fact that you tell her when I'm trying to rejoice and show the world or tell the world the goodness of God, you done told her, stop her from putting you on that internet. They said stop you from putting me on the internet. You go on the internet when you close your eyes. They publish you in the paper. And Lord forbid if you get injured and have to go on the glory, you're on the internet. So there's no way around being on the internet. But what you're doing, you told mama that because you feel like what I show people mama testimony, it's going to generate content. That's what you did it for. That's what you did it for. Because in your mind, you bigger than the program. In your mind, you bigger than the program. That's how your mind thinks. But what does it matter? What does it matter for a man to have all this money inherit all this materialistic stuff on the land and lose your soul, and you still wake up angry. You still wake up raising hell at somebody for no reason. You walk in the house and talk to mama like she your child. Here's your sandwich. I ain't got no more money. My debit card is overdraft. You talking to your mama like that. What the hell? But then if I say something to her about it, it's like, this is what she said to me. That wasn't nasty. But if I walk in there and I'm fussing at my brother about something he did, you can get the hell out of here with that noise. You see the difference? You see the difference? You see the difference? Only because it's only because you can feed her little things. Let me tell you, this spiritual warfare is so real. This spiritual warfare is so real. It is so real. If you don't stand up, if you don't stand for something, and I declare and decree, I stand for Christ, you'll fall for any damn thing. It is real. People use the most smallest things to try to construe your mind, to try to control you, to try to consume you. But in John, he said, when my mother, I think it's in John, when my mother and my father forsaken me, I shall take you up. I'm not saying my mom forsaken me, you all, but let me tell you something. Favoritism for materialistic things is real. Favoritism for materialistic things in this family is so real. It's so real. It's unfathomable. It's unfathomable. I know who I am in Christ, and as part of my awakening, I'm not turning my back on her, but I gotta choose me. I gotta choose me and choose better for my daughter. I love my mom dearly. I'll do anything in the world to help her. But when the pressure against me is getting like this, and it's like you pushing me against the wall, and it's like I can feel myself like I'm getting to that point. And before I get to that point, I don't want to get there because I got to think ahead of if I get to that point, what is it going to result in my actions? I got to think bigger than that. What are going to be the consequences if I allow myself to get there? Based on somebody else because they choose not to help. No, I'll never leave her and lack taking care of her. I won't do that to her. But I got to choose me. That lady didn't let me go from that job because I was an AWOD. I was tardy. I mistreated any client. It wasn't that. It was the fact that I couldn't meet the need because I'm trying to take care of something back here. When you got people, you got siblings that can make a way and won't. You got siblings that'll treat the next sibling like they better when we all came out the same hole. We all stayed in the projects. We all shared the same covers. We all ate poke beans and weenies. We all had sandwiches. We all had to watch the TV with the antennas on top the floor models. We all had chores before mama came home. We all had some nights where the house next door to us got shot up and we had to lay on the floor and sit there. We all went through the summers where the building didn't have AC. We had fans. We all went through the units where mama didn't have that. We wasn't on a bus route, but we had to get to school by walking. We all went through the times together where if we didn't have a whole Thanksgiving, we had some need. Christmas morning came, it wasn't what you wanted, but you had something. We all went through the moments together. But for you to get up and act like you grand now, like it's just like you above something. You can inherit all this here and physically still be mentally unhappy. One moment, y'all. Excuse me. What's going on, boss man? How you doing? I ain't got nothing but that one bag right there. Where you stay? I ain't in church. You got some change on you? Don't worry about it. Here's $1. There you go. You're welcome. You too. See a young man walking up saying he want to take trash. I don't even have any change on me to get a young man. But it's the principle, the fact that he out here trying. Hot as it is now, it is hot. But you know, we all went through this here together. We all went through this together. This was nothing new to us. But you get up and you know the circumstances that's going on with mama. You know the circumstances that's going on with me. And you see I'm the one that's there. You see that. and you don't offer. And if you offer, let me stand correct. If you offer, you want me to you want me to do hell and high waters for that little money. So know what? No, I choose not to. Not when I can get out and I can deliver and the person give me a code and say, hey, your groceries right there, and I'll take a picture. No matter which platform. No matter which platform. See, it's not of my strength that keep me and got me where I am today. It's not of my strength. Because if it was my strength, I'd have been folded and gave up under pressure. And when you know that you're doing something evil and wicked and you know what you're doing is nasty, your head down like this, you can't even look straight up. You can't look straight up. But what does it matter to you to inherit all that you got and you ain't fit, you ain't solely, spiritually, and soul mentally, you're messed up, you're not happy, you're angry, you're constantly in frustration. For what? Because your soul ain't anchored in Jesus. They say money is the root, though, even though it's not, it's what money can do. And if you ever let somebody feel like they got a lint or a hole over you with something financially, they gonna take that and run with it. They'll justify their excuse every time. But when God seep in and takes something from you, you mad. Why? Look at the things that you're doing that's not of monetary value. Look at how you talk to your mom. Look at how y'all treat your mama. I don't ask you for no handout. I ain't asked you for one damn red cent. All I ask is that you help if you love them. But this time I'm choosing me. 2026, I'm choosing me. That's what it gotta be. I gotta choose me for that child enough. Just like you choose y'all family, your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your sneaky link, your new partner, whatever. Your roommate you met on the internet. Yeah. Just like you choose them, I'm choosing me in this one here. Because this was best. My brother, right above me, his name is Luke. He's named after my dad. This is a true testimony. I'm in Jacksonville. Luke has a behavior problem. Yes, he do. And he say some things. Sometimes he say some things that can get you. His favorite word is bitch, but he will not cuss. Hear me out. He will not cuss the other 4 siblings, the other 3 siblings, but he'll cuss me and my daughter. So a while back, yes, him and my daughter got into it. He shoved her, she shoved him, and she swung the stick. They put in the family. My daughter got in the wreck because she hit my brother in the mouth. But they didn't know the whole story. That's what they put out. But I'm in Jacksonville. This brother takes over there and give my brother juice. Any sweets will cause him to act, it does something to his balancing, child. It makes him active. Let's just put it like that. His ADHD kick in. Well, he gets to talking to mama any kind of way. This is another thing you have to face. The behavior of him telling mama, get up and do it yourself. I'm tired. Stop calling my name. But he dealt with mama. My brother takes off and run out the house. The camera picked him up leaving the house at 9:37. Mom didn't call for help till like 20 minutes later. I'm in Jacksonville orchestrating with the search team up here with Tallahassee Police Department. Everybody got up to go search for him. But this one brother comes out the mouth and says, I don't know why the hell you won't put him in a home. Did she put him in a home when he was beating them girls? Them women that he got cheering from? But did she put him in a home when he was running away and wouldn't do what the hell she asked him to do as a teenager? She didn't put you in a home. So that's what I try to stress the mama. The way that they look at it now, when you close your eyes, who gonna take care of Luke? Who gonna take care of Luke? He's gonna be found in a home. Where my other cousins at? If I don't get him, so therefore, if I don't train my daughter now, I think ahead. If I don't train my daughter now to be able to govern and get a control of his mouth and the respect between them two, should mama close her eyes, where's my brother going? Because the rest of them are not going to deal with that. They're not. But when I come into that home, who is he disrespecting? He's not talking to any of them. He's talking to me and my daughter with the disrespectful words. He's saying stuff to mama, knowing mama can't get up as fast as she used to be. Mom is almost 80. Grace years. By God be the glory. See, if they knew their words, they'll give her flowers while she's living, not the physical flowers. Not the physical. You give her flowers while she's here. And then she gets upset when I'm trying to show the goodness of God. Everything is for content now. Ain't nothing nobody can come on this internet and say to me that's gonna make me feel less than I done cut my hair. I know who I am in Christ. It doesn't matter. It's time out that it be told. It's time out. It's time out. You all go home, you do what you need to do, but then I'm sitting back and I'm doing what? And you're sitting back watching, praying on a downfall, plotting on a downfall, keeping the chain of group messages going. I'm not stupid. I smile and talk to you, but deep inside, do you know what's going on? You can't never judge a book by its cover. That's the same as a person physically. That person can smile in your face, walk around with their head held high, go to work each day. You don't know. And yes, hear me out. I understand they got circumstances in their home. I'm not saying that they don't have anything going home in their home, because I ask God and to cover them in their prospective places each and every time that I pray. So I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is you as an individual make time for what you want to make time for. Many days I'm hurting, I'm tired, body rocking in pain. But can that stop me from going over there to check on her? No. Can that stop me from stepping in, making sure she done took her water pill, making sure dinner is already, even if I cooked the day before, making sure that I done put it in a bowl and made sure that it's ready for her? Versus I'm going and certain things. When I shop for my mama house every month, you all, the wickedness is real. Certain things will walk out the house. So what I do now is, I'll tell you, because I know they watch it. I keep my receipts and I put them in certain places in the house. I put her receipts up. So I go to cook last night. I see I bought the onions and the bell peppers. You know I ain't cooked there in a while because the bell pepper has a soft side to it. So that's letting me know you haven't cooked here in a while. So I go to look for the onion is gone. Why? Just why? But to the average person, when you call and say who you last seen go in that refrigerator, who in the hell want to move an onion? That's to try to play on your mental. That's to make you think, but you got the receipt, what you bought, you know you ain't cooked nothing enough. Because now sometimes I cook and don't go live. Sometimes I just prepare the meal. But things of that nature, for what? But greater is he that's in me than any demonic force in this good green world, this good green earth and world that he created. If you're going to first experience hurt from any damn body, you're going to experience it from your family. If you ever going to experience hurt from anybody, your first and foremost time you're going to experience it is from your family, to whom it may concern. Let's just be honest. So therefore, when you experience this shit, oh Lord, forgive me. When you experience this shit within your family, it shouldn't matter when you feel it out here in these streets. Because they're the first ones going to give you that pressure in your chest. They're the first ones. They already know. I'm the only one in the generation that ever, in this family, my mom children, that had a paralyzed child that was told wasn't going to be able to walk no more. That was getting trained in Jacksonville how to live out of a wheelchair. Mentally, you don't think that was something that bothered me? Mind you, I'm 200 and some pounds at this point. I was heavy because I loved to eat. I was heavy. Yeah, I loved to eat. I was heavy. Yeah. So picking her up and plus that weight right there, that's over 300 pounds. Family wasn't there. Wasn't no money that could come down there and help and make her better. Nothing. Not at all. And to come back and have to face this here, you still see your family that's going to place that hurt on you. If you're going to first experience any type of hurt, you're going to experience it from your family. You're not experiencing it from nobody in the streets. I don't care what generation, what family tree you come out of, what family line you was born up under. If you're going to experience any kind of hurt, the first set of hurt you're going to experience is within your family. Let's just be real. But you all, I thank you for joining. I thank you all for listening. It's almost 5 o'clock. You all have an awesome weekend. Continue to pray. Continue to stand on that wall. Continue to fast. Even in your fasting moments, don't touch that telephone. So what that they calling? Know that what you see in front of you today is not written in stone. It's not. God has not promised what you see and what you facing today is gonna be your tomorrow or be your next week. And for heaven's sake, don't allow somebody else's actions to be your reaction. Think bigger than you. Do not allow somebody else's actions to be your reaction. Put yourself into that situation and ask God to eye and guide you each and every step of the way. No, it's not going to be easy. No, it's not. No, it's not. And I still prayfully each night going to pray for them. But I just know at this point in my life, I got to choose me. You can walk around here and act like you this and that and smile and this and that, comment on everything else on social media. But do they know the backstory? No, they don't. No, they do not. No, they do not. And it ain't fun to be put out here to bash nobody, because this is real life. What I'm going through is real. What I'm experiencing is real. You never know what the person next to you, Pastor D always said this, my pastor always said this in church, you never know what the person next to you is going through. You never know. Your simple hello, your simple hug, you just never know what the person next to you is going through. They can paint that picture that everything is good, but do you really know? See, that's where God's grace and mercy covers us. Grace and mercy is something we don't earn. It's freely given to us. And see, I serve a daddy. I serve a Jehovah. I serve a master that promised me that any of these thorns in my side, like Paul, any of these thorns in this belly of mine, it's for his good. I just got to ask him. I ain't asking him to move them. I'm asking him to help me understand them. Make my crooked path straight, Lord. Change my heart. I'm not calling nobody, saying no ugly words. I'm not I'm not throwing no hits or posts on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I'm asking Daddy with these thorns in my side to help me. Help me, Daddy. Eye and guide me. Keep me governed under your hands. Don't let your face so much smite the sun from over me, Lord. So what they angry about the light that you put inside of me? I didn't ask for this here. I didn't ask for this walk that God gave me. I didn't ask for that vision. And I can't give it back. But I'm asking God, as each one of these thorns get harder and harder in my side, He said He'll make it for my good. Show me the good in it, Lord. Teach me to sit still. Let me not result back to the old me. Because the old me was behind me for a reason. And I want to leave it there, Lord. But it's hard. It's hard. You know the battle of this flesh. You know, Lord, it's hard. I'd be lying to you if I sit on any one of these platforms and tell you it's easy. I didn't ask for this walk. And I surrendered to it. My yes comes with a lot. My yes comes with people want to plot. Destroy your property. Play with your mind. Couldn't get to me, did its best to get to my child. It came with that. But don't hate me. Don't hate me. And don't hate God. Just get in a relationship with Him so He can show you who you are. Show you why He fearfully and wonderfully created you to be His likeness in Christ Jesus. Seek Him. I'm asking God to do it for you. I'm asking you. I'm asking God to do it for me. I'm asking God to stay with me, because it's getting heavy and it's getting weary, y'all. It is. Can I just be honest? Can I just keep it a buck for a minute, a 00 for a minute? It's real. But I ain't ashamed to talk about it, because I know that He's going to get the fulfillment. He's going to get the glory out of this situation. That I just got to stay humble. I got to still myself. I got to get away. I can't tell other people about the stillness and 7 times a day for 3 minutes being quiet. I got to do it too. This walk ain't never been easy. It ain't never been easy. And it ain't going to be easy. But I also know He promised me He'll never leave me nor forsake me. He also told me I gotta trust his timing. It's not scriptorial, it's not Shauna timing. I gotta trust his timing. And his timing ain't gonna be my timing. That I do know. I trust my armor. I trust him even when I can't trace him. I trust him even when I don't understand. I trust him when you get hurtful things said to you and you ain't said a hurtful thing back to that person. You have not said anything hurtful to them. They say a drunk tongue speak the truth, but an angry tongue does too. When you walk into a house, or you walk into a room and anger starts, the anger starts for what? That's not you, baby. It's the spirit in you. And you go back and you ask God, you say, God, you put this on me. I ask you to govern my footsteps each and every day, Lord. But when I'm walking into these places, you see the face, you see the reactions I'm getting, Father God. Why? Why? Pastor said I can ask him why. He says to me, my grace is sufficient unto you. I may not know the answer to the why. I may not know the answer to when, but I do know the promise that he told me in Psalms to wait upon him. He did tell me that, to wait upon him. He didn't say wait upon me. So that means each and every time I'm going into these places and I'm watching things that are mimicking and things that are happening and occurring, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, Father God, you said in your word, and I believe it. I get up each morning, I give him my first fruits, I put on my armor, my helmet of salvation, the shadow of my feet. I do that, Father God. And sometimes you'll find yourself, even I find myself standing in the room or standing in solitude saying, Father, where are you? When are you going to come nigh near to me? And then a wind will blow or a certain smell will come by and it'll show he was there the whole time. But when you anxious for him, when you desire to want to see change in a person, you want to see change in them before you close your eyes. You want to see the gates of heaven rejoice and your loved ones gone over, that's already over in the pearly gates on the other side. You want to see them rejoice because they know that the battles they left of wickedness and warfare and spirituality, evilness in the family. They see the weight that you carry. They see them 8 semi-blocks on each shoulder. They see them knees bubbling up. They see them ankles swollen. But they also know you keep getting up. You keep getting up. And that's because greater is he than anything in this world. Some days you can feel like you want to surrender. I ain't gonna cry. Some days you can feel like you want to surrender. You really can. Satan, how you like that? But if you don't press, if you don't run first and foremost and get your Bible, but by his grace, it's not of my strength, y'all. It's not of my strength. And it's not of my strength. It's not. But I shall not fold. I may bend, but I ain't folding. I done danced for the devil long enough. I done been out there in the world. I done did that. I done did what was wrong. And me trying to do right get more opposition than you have no clue. Trying to do the right thing versus going back to the old you doing the wrong thing get so much opposition until it's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable. He's faithful. Faithful is the God that we serve, y'all. Faithful is he. He's faithful. He's never left us. He's never forsaken us. And he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it to me either. He's going to stay with me. He's going to stay with my family. But I just got to choose me. My decisions, sometimes your decisions cause you to be in a situation where you could be looking for God and God is there, but he wants you to learn from what you done put yourself in. And that's where I'm at. That's exactly where I'm at. But I love him. I love him. I love him. When I think about them cat o' nine tails, how they whooped him, how they whooped his son, how they hung him high and stretched him wide, put them nails in his hand, all for us. All for us. And many of us walk around like it's just us, like tomorrow is promised. Not just picking up the phone, simply telling someone, I just want to see how you doing. Getting mad over petty stuff because you don't answer, or you may not come when that person call you. That person don't do this for you. Getting it. Tomorrow's not promised. But when you think about all he endured that day on Calvary in that garden, you can't help but give God the glory. You can't help but think each morning that he wake you up. He's waking you up with a purpose, a divine purpose. It's a calling he has for you all. I live to see the day. I ask God each and every time before I leave this earth that if I can't catch that older generation, let this younger generation of my family know who you are, have a relationship with you. I would like to see my whole family surrender. Yes, I do. But even if I can't get that, I ask God to let these younger generation at least know. Let them get that grasp of understanding. They see me, they want to have a relationship with Christ. Because they got to understand that God will put us in situations, you all, where your mama, your dad, and your family ain't going to be able to help you. It ain't nobody can help you but him. Nobody but him. I've been in those situations. I'm in that situation. And it ain't so much of that say it's your pride. It's not pride. It's not pride when you can see what a person is battling with, and you sit there and you does nothing to help. The little things. Not asking to give something. It's the little things that'll make a difference. Rest today, I will cook. Are you hungry? Let's go get something to eat. The little things. But instead, that selfishness, that arbitrariness, that I don't like her because this is what I've been told not to like, is what it leads to. And then I let me handle it. But when it comes to my daughter, when you go to treating her different, that's a whole different ball game as a parent. That's a whole different ball game. I can handle it. If it hurt, I can handle it. But because you dislike me, you dislike my child. And I'm going to tell you something. When children speak, people feel like children are disrespectful. No, if you teach your child to say what's on their mind, but say it with a respectable wording, not with attitude, not with cursing, they're entitled to express themselves. They're entitled to. We as parents gotta be able to be open and listen to these children, because the generation in the past tense of where I come from, a lot of things happen that they expect you to keep your mouth closed about. Let's just be honest. Things happen back then that they say, oh, you ain't got no business going to the internet, or you ain't had no business saying nothing about it, but you experienced it. But then you go online and you look at another person's testimony, and that person's testimony, they're saying something similar to what you done encouraged. Don't never shadow your child from expressing themselves. Always know if they can't come to you, allow them to go to somebody that you trust and you done prayed about to be able to express themselves to. Don't let somebody say, oh, they just as crazy as the mama. And that's what opposition wants you to think, that you're crazy. You're not crazy. You're not suffering with schizophrenia. You're not paranoid. God didn't put you in that position for them to understand you. Hear me out. God didn't give you this position for you to be understood by each and everybody. You're here to serve a purpose. And that's what I say to myself. They don't understand this walk. They don't understand it. They don't understand it. Only me and God do. My daughter don't even understand to a certain point. She didn't even want me to come on live. And I told her, I was like, no. Because it's more than me encountering this. Even if that was a setup for this young man to come to this car. Even if it was. You see, the grace of God was still over it. It didn't hurt. It didn't hurt nobody. We have not because we ask not. That's what the God is saying. He asked, and it was given. Even if it was a setup, God covered him and he went on about his day. And God is saying to me, you have not because you ask not. And I've asked him, many times I've asked him, I've questioned the thrones that's in my side, but I don't need to question it. I got to reroute. I got to rechange that. I got to rechange my prayer life. Hey, you all have a good evening, a good Friday evening. I'm about to get up, get on, and get ready to start this evening, the second half. It's just you all, just keep God first. If you keep him first and trust him, even on days like today, when it feels heavy to you, because it feels heavy, it's heavy. But I trust him. I trust him. It's a song Sherelle Hodges is one of the TikToks that I follow. She done did a gospel song, and it's part of the song by AI. But she said in her song, God covered me when I lost my mind. God covered me when I lost my mind. It says a couple other lyrics, but that's one of the things I knew Sherelle stood. If you all go listen to her, that's one of the verses she says in her song. And that was just saying to me, even though you feel like you're losing it, I'm still covering you. Even though it feels weight and overwhelmed, I'm still covering you. That's what he's telling me. You all have a wonderful evening. I love you all with the love of Christ. Heavenly Father, graciously watch over I and thee while we're absent from one another. I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you for joining.